Om Shanti. Constantly experience an unshakable, immovable, and constant stage. Karma Yogi. In order to create a constant stage, become a Karma Yogi. No matter what type of person comes in front of a Karma Yogi, he will always remain loving and detached. Through this knowledge, he is aware that that is the part that one is enacting. He will consider those who are good to be good and remain a detached observer. And as a detached observer, he will observe someone bad with a vision of mercy. While being merciful, he will have benevolent and good wishes to transform that one. This is the way to create a constant stage. Om Shanti.
One of Dadi Janki's always emphasized to all of us, संबंध के समीपता का सुख. There is some kind of happiness or support or comfort of closeness in relationships. नील गगन में जाए पास तेरे उड़ आए पास तेरे उड़ आए. So now everyone has to be okay, because that's your success.
Light on the horizon, off the starboard bow, feel the spirit rising, hear the mighty shout. Oh,
over the years had come into my life and had shared and guided me.
He's making his will made known. The time for peace is now. Leaders at the table, talking about an end to war.
Of yourselves that you found our yajna and that you are able to get into our yajna and that you found at least one answer on our yajna. Let's have a round of applause for all those who found something. You are great.
Shine on each and every face in the sunlight of the morning. Let them bless the human race, singing we are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors, you and me.
You know how the sisters love you, right? Not just me. So on International Day of Brothers, you're lucky. It falls on the 24th of May.
So just on the 24th of May is a day that all brothers are loved, are cherished, are precious.
Goddess Gayatri.
मिले हम छलक उठा खुशी का खुमार क्या कहना खिल खिल चेहरे से आज घर है मेरा गुले गुले
It's a swan and it's a rose.
खिल खिल चेहरों से आज घर है मेरा गुले गुलजार क्या कहना
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So just now you saw some of the glimpse of what is happening in Pace Village with all the instrument, having a lot of good time. So you must be feeling part of it. Thank you. And today is day 25. Constantly experience an unshakable, immovable, and constant stage. Today's topic, Karma Yogi. Self-respect point, Shiv Shakti Pandav army soldier. Whose army am I in? The father's. I am a soul in the Shiv Shakti Pandav army, the army to conquer Maya. I am not alone. We are doing this together with Baba as our strength. Practices. Step 1. I am part of the Shiv Shakti Pandav army, the army to conquer Maya. Step 2. Baba is my one strength and support. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi ji.
Shanti. I loved what Chandramani Dadi said, that 5 vices have provided certain things to us. And if we entertain ourselves with that, then vices will be in extreme. Is day or night, man or woman, but there will be extreme, use of 5 vices. And we can see that, right? Whether it is lust, whether it's greed, lustful eyes, whether of body consciousness, whether of greed, whether of attachment. So she's saying that as the climax, there will be more and more. So we all have to be very careful and not to use anything. I remember one thing, Dadi Gulzar one time was sharing a story that there was one mother and one of the sister, she liked a particular kind of food, and that was pani puri. I don't know, we didn't give you pani puri. We do make during couples retreat, but I thought that maybe. But there is a brother of pani puri. It's called chaat papri. That you will get tomorrow. So she said that when the bhog was offered to her, she left body, and then, they asked when the soul before they used to invoke the soul in a trans messenger and asked, "What do you want?" She said, "Pani puri," because she left with that desire. So she mentioned food. What I find also, of course, every one of us like particular things. So when I said today, I really, let's make this. That day, something happened to the cook, doesn't make that nice. And I say, but I thought it would taste like that, but today is so different. No, so it's all right. Now I don't want that. Like some kind of distress comes. Any kind of habit, whether saying something, listening to something, doing something, which really is based on body consciousness. So she said, then the attack of the vices. Dadi Janki used to say, if there is any weakness left in you, you will be deceived in the end. So that stayed with me, and I say what she meant when she said you will be deceived by that. Because you might say it's okay, it's okay. So she said anything with different roots of body consciousness. And she's saying it's the body consciousness, we created different roots where the vices can operate. And whether it's anger, whether it's greed or attachment, they're very, very valid and point where we need to think about and look at ourselves and say, is there anything? Anything? I remember one time many were saying, but if I have pure desire for service, if I have, Jayanti was here and she took a class even before this question. If you have done even service from your desire, you won't feel very content. But if Baba makes you instrument, is it what I want or is it what Baba made me do? So when Baba and the family assign you something, and when you do it, you feel really very good. One is, of course, what I want to do. Means service is service, we all have to do. But how internally, somebody always writes me, oh, I had very good class, there were 48 people. So her happiness was numbers. Every time she will write me, first on the top will be number. And I always said that, we keep counting students, it's like very subtly, somewhere our happiness is depending on that. We look at our success on numbers, and it has to be quality, it has to be air souls, it has to be. So very subtly, this attachment and desires of service also makes you very limited, very limited. But if you go beyond, as much you go in unlimited, as much you become free from desires, that doesn't mean you won't have enthusiasm or will not have the aim. We have to do more and more. But not counting, not limiting, not, then it will be like unlimited. So, Chandramani Dadi is saying, Savdhan, warning, be very careful, there will be attacks of five vices. And there are some or other, they done lot, and towards the end, there's a lot of attachment. Or any kind of nature, ownership, argument, little things, if they stay with us. So check yourself. Mama used to say, if there were vices for 2 ages, so that sickness, the disease is gone, but the weakness of the diseases, the weaknesses which are left of vices have to be changed. And those weaknesses are our habit. Even habit of thinking, habit of speaking, not habit necessarily of food and all that, but even internal pattern. This is how you will always think. So change it. See, is it based on some kind of weakness from one of the vice? Because then towards the end, either that could become bigger, but change those weaknesses into your own powers. And one of the qualities she said is important, and one of the defect, extroverted. When you are extroverted, you are pulled in many different ways. And if you are introverted, introversion, you are taken beyond, you are taken more above and above. So the theme which we have to look into, think about it. You see, that is what becomes very enjoyable in Brahmin life. There is something different to do every day. It's all right, I have to remember Baba. But with remembrance of Baba, there are some practices. Like this morning, Murli Baba did drill with us. So these practices make life very enlightened, enthusiastic. Yeah, there is something different I have to do every day. Keep in mind, not make it a routine of waking up, then listening to Murli, revising Murli. But practice is one which makes us perfect, right? Which is very important. Everything is practice in life, right? Power of practice is very important. So there is joy, there is power, there is enthusiasm, because we have to do something different and new. So Baba says that in order to create a consistent stage, nirantar, sada, nirantar, that is consistent stage, become a karma yogi. So now this whole thought about, we're doing karmas all the time, and we remember that whose task is that, or it is for fortune of the self. That awareness while doing actions is important. Baba says no matter what type of person comes in front of a karma yogi, any person comes in front of us, Baba says, you always remain loving and detached. Baba says through this knowledge, Baba says that he is aware that that is the part of his soul. That's the part of that one enacted. He's acting that his own part. He will consider those who are good to be good and remain a detached observer. Everyone's part, everyone is different. And as a detached observer, he will observe someone bad with a vision of mercy. One who is not able to do right, not able to be good, what that person requires, what I have to be merciful. So Baba says someone had with the vision of mercy whilst being, because our topic is bestower now. So a bestower also is a merciful, he will have someone, he will have, Baba says, benevolent feelings, good wishes to transform their soul. Someone shouldn't be like that, shouldn't do like that. So change your feelings. Dadi Janki always used to say, if you want what you say to be effective, first minus the feelings. This one is always like that, this one does that. All those goes into the feelings. So separate them and then you talk and it will work. So Baba says that so this is the way to create a constant stage. So it's not just I sit in yoga for hours, it will transform. But all the teachings to be implemented. First subject is knowledge, and second is yoga, then is dharana, then is seva. If I take last one, seva, then I have to use the knowledge, yoga, and dharana. And knowledge is number one. Second is yoga. Because, okay, you sit for hours, many do hours of bhakti, but not much transformation, upliftment, realizations. If you really have accurate yoga, instantly you have realization. You know, realization is something, okay, I didn't do right what I realized, but I feel that, you know, there's so much, you really kind of go into whether it's churning, understanding, the deep qualities of the soul. Your understanding become better. So everything get enhanced. I remember 2 words Jagdish Bhai used to say, right? Yogi, yogya banta jata hai. One who is true yogi becomes capable. The capacities and abilities, creativity will keep increasing every day. Because when you are receiving current from Baba, you quickly jump out, and from that current something emerges in you. It's like connection. Or if here they have sometimes difficulty with connection for camera, so they have to come keep fixing it. So my relationship with Baba as ocean of knowledge, and then Karma Yogi, image of the virtues, embodiment of virtues. And seva happens. You see how the seva will happen. So that should be. So we will exercise, practice the stage of being a karma yogi. Detached and merciful, have feelings of benevolence and good wishes for everyone. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. And so tomorrow is Monday, and you all must have heard through the center that there was a letter came from India a few weeks ago that every Monday is the day of silence. So I'm sure everyone must be aware of it. So we'll be observing silence as Monday is the day of silence. And we'll be still connecting to Peaceful Ashram Mridvila, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. 6 o'clock meditation will start, followed by Hindi and English Murli until 8 a.m. In the evening, 5 to 5:30 p.m., Awake the Children Murli class. 6 o'clock, Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. And as we had been experiencing beautiful meditation together here in Peace Village with Mohini Didi from 7 to 7:30, so we'll continue that also. So now we'll remember Baba and take drishti from Didi, and after that, in Peace Village,